Legislative process in Texas, how a bill becomes a law. The legislative process is a complicated road a bill makes to become a law. While the legislative process is similar in different states of the U.S., there may be some peculiarities in the ways every state approaches it. This paper focuses on the discussion of the legislative process of Texas based on Bill SB 181, which was accepted in the 87th legislative session. In particular, the paper discusses all the stages the bill had to go through to become an effective law on September 1, 2021. Before commencing the discussion of the legislative process, it is beneficial to overview the essence of Bill SB 181. The bill was first filed to the Senate of the state of Texas on November 12, 2020. The idea of the bill was to suspend the driver's licenses of people who have committed certain types of offenses. In particular, the bill offered to suspend the licenses of people who committed an offense under the Controlled Substances Act, a felony drug offense or misdemeanor drug offense, if the person has been previously convicted of a drug offense committed less than 36 months before the commission of the present one, or a felony under Chapter 481 of the Health and Safety Code that is not a drug offense. The people whose driver's licenses were suspended could retrieve their licenses only under the condition of receiving special training that can be received both online and in person. The bill passed all the stages and was signed by the governor on June 14, 2021, which was 6 months after the bill was introduced. There are several steps that every bill goes through to become a law. First, it is crucial to note that the legislative branch meets every odd year to pass new laws. The session starts on the second Tuesday of January and lasts for 140 days. Senators and representatives can introduce bills for the first 60 days of the session. After a bill has been introduced, a short description of the bill is read aloud so that members have an idea of what law is being introduced. This is called the first reading of the bill. Bill SB 181 was first read on March 3, 2021, and referred to the Criminal Justice Committee. The Senate committee is the second stage of the legislative process in Texas. The committee examines the bill and schedules a public hearing, which helps to put a favorable or unfavorable verdict. During the second stage, the committee can offer correction and enhancement of the bill to ensure that it is coherent with the body of active laws in the state. After being reported as favorable by the Senate committee, the bill is read by the Senate for the second time and voted on. During the second reading, the bill is read only by the caption and debated by the full membership of the chamber. Any member may offer an amendment, but it must be approved by a majority of the members present and voting to be adopted. The bill is accepted by the Senate during the third hearing and released to the House of Representatives. The second and third reading of the bill are known to be the third stage of the legislative process. Bill SB 181 passed the Senate on May 3, 2021, and was released with a vote of 5 ayes, 0 nays, 0 present not voting, and 2 absent. The fourth stage of the legislative process is associated with a bill being reported out of the House Committee on Homeland Security and Public Safety. In the House of Representatives, the bill goes through the same stages it goes through in the Senate. Bill SB 181 passed the committee and all the readings of the House of Representatives on May 24, 2021, with a recorded vote of 9 ayes, 0 nays, 0 present not voting, and 0 absent. With the bill passing the House, the fifth stage of the legislature process is finished. The sixth stage of the legislature process is being signed by the governor. A governor can either sign a bill, veto it, or allow it to become law without the signature. The governor allows the days, Sundays excluded, to put a signature on the bill after it is presented. Bill SB 181 was signed by the governor on June 14, 2021, after which a bill becomes an act. The final stage of the process is the act being scheduled to take effect. The act was scheduled to take effect September 1, 2021, except Article 1, which took effect on the 91st day after the date the Office of the Attorney General published a certain finding in the Texas Register. In conclusion, there are 7 distinct stages of the legislative process, which were explained using the example of Bill SB 181. During the first stage, the bill was filed with the Senate. The second stage was associated with the bill going through the Senate committee, and the third stage was associated with being discussed by the Senate. The fourth stage is the discussion in the House committee, while the fifth stage is being discussed and voted on by the House of Representatives. The sixth stage is being signed by the governor, while the final stage is scheduling the date the act would take effect.